Hello and thanks for joining me for another video beer review. Hope you're all keeping well. So today we've got a beer that it's only kind of recently been started to come into the UK where you can actually go online and buy it. I did try this beer back in 2018 and it is from Parish Brewing Company. They're out of Los Angeles on the west coast of America, and it is their Ghost in the Machine. So this is a double IPA. It's coming in at, get the right page up here. So it's saying 8.5% on Untapped. On the can, it's saying 8%. So an 8% New England double IPA. Then check that out. That line is actually, I assume, just a bullet going through a hop head of brains, etc. So I thought it was kind of multi-prong reason why I got this one. I'm going to be doing a group review of this same can. I'm only going to have a little bit here now to do the review, and obviously we're into October now and it's got a skull on it. It's like, that fits in well with kind of the Halloween kind of vibe. So a couple of reasons really, and I've also wanted to try this beer for a little while here. So I've actually had this beer for probably about 4 weeks, because I knew this joint review thing was coming up, but I also wanted to do a review for myself. And I've just realised there's a load of rubbish in the actual the crevice around the top of the can, so get rid of that. So it's a 1 pint fluid ounce can, I assume, or I'm sure there's fluid ounce here somewhere. It doesn't really say, but it's a 16 ounce, it says on the front. Doesn't actually mention what hops are in this. This is so Parish Brewing Company. This is probably their flagship beer. I'm almost sure of it. As I say, I had tried this in a bottle at a bottle share in Birmingham back in, I reckon it must have been 2018. Where's all the juice? In Birmingham. So I'm going to go for half a glass here because I want to invigorate it in a minute. That'll do for now. So I'm going to get plenty of room. There might not be enough room for my nose. So beer in the glass then. It looks a really kind of nice pin sharp orange colour as you'd expect for the style. It's probably a little bit brighter because I've got a bit of lighting going on tonight. Didn't really pour much of a head, but then I didn't really pour a lot in there. So we've got a thin veil of white, creamy looking head on that one. So yeah, colour, it's nice hazy orange, as you know kind of expect really. So there's not much light coming through, so it's quite a nice, and that's at that, that part of the glass down the bottom. There's a little bit, not so much beer going on, and yeah, there's no light coming through at all. Just a slight kind of pale edge towards the top. Swirl and a stiff then on this one. Yeah, let's go in. Kind of going in blind, you don't know what hops are in this, but straight off the bat, it's very kind of, there's a slight kind of dankness coming through, which, you don't always get dankness, I find, for the New England style hazy kind of things, for me anyway. I might normally reserve that for more of the West Coast type things. But yeah, there is a little bit of kind of dankness there, a little bit sweaty, stewed kind of onions going on there. So it's, it's kind of, it reminds me of the early days of the New England style. Certainly here, breweries here in the UK used to get a lot of that kind of oniony, garlicky kind of vibe. And it's got a little bit of that going on. It just reminds me of like back in the day. It's like, because it's it's getting on 2015 sort of period when UK breweries just started to do this. Maybe 2014 just started to do this sort of style of beer. It's got a bit of that going on, a bit old school New England IPA, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, when I did try this back in 2018, we were pretty drunk. So this is the first time proper, if you like. So yeah, what am I getting then? Waffling on. It's getting a nice citrusy edge. it's got a lot, almost like a there's the pale stone fruit kind of element through the beer. A slight pineapple, but everything seems to be well kind of tight together. There's not one thing that's really kind of standing out, which is always a good sign, I think, on the nose of these beers. Well, for me anyway. It's even a little bit of lacing as I tilt the glass, which is always nice. Yeah, easy going, kind of a melon kind of quality in this as one as well. Interesting. As I say, I don't know what hops are in this. I'm sure if you dig around, you could probably come up with, your answer with that. But on the can and on the Untapped description, there's not really anything going on with as regards hops. So I'm just doing this review kind of blind hop wise. So let's go into the taste. And we're at 6 minutes. Ridiculous. Cheers. Oh wow. Okay. Really light. Oh, juice. Juice. Wow. I've just had another double IPA just now, and it was actually quite boozy. It was again an 8% double New England hazy, and it was really quite boozy, surprisingly. This, on the other hand, is not. This is very smooth, lovely citrusy kind of general kind of vibe to it, fleshy, but not harsh. It's very clean almost. It's got a little bit of pineapple going on, but not too much. Lovely kind of juicy feel to it. A little bit almost pithiness to it. A little bit drying towards the back end. It's damn tasty though. Wow. I must have been quite drunk. I can't remember. I remember drinking the beer, but I can't remember flavour profiles and that kind of thing. Because obviously, it was the end of the day where we was out all day on it, and I think we went to Day Brewing Company that day, and we came back to the hotel when we drank a bunch of hype stuff, including a bottle of this. I think Harry got, which at that point, what's that now? 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I'm good at maths. Wasn't readily available in the UK. Now, this is around. You know, you can just go online and you can get it in can or bottle, and you can pick it up. It varies in price. It's generally around the £8 to £9 mark, so it's not a cheap beer. But there are some double IPAs these days, UK made, that are in that kind of maybe slightly lower, but you're only paying an extra like £1 or so for a beer from California, which is mental, and from Parish as well, which is hype beer. And there's a lot of people in America that have not had this beer, it still blows my mind that sometimes we can get them beers here. Anywho, back to the beer tasting then. Yeah, this is a very easy drinking double IPA. There's very little bitterness for me, although it's just saying, I've just noticed 100 IBUs. I'm finding very hard to believe. It must be so well balanced. That's all I can say. It's not. It can't be 100 IBUs. It can't be. It's just not 100 IBU beer. I find that really hard to believe. I've just saw that on the Untapped thing. It's like 100 IBUs for a New England hazy. It's got to be a mistake. It's got to be a mistake. I don't know. Perhaps it's in relevance to the 8.5 version. I don't know. This is 8%. I don't get it. I don't get it. 100 IBUs for a New England hazy. I mean, shit, you don't even get West Coast IPAs with that amount of IBUs in these days. Weird one. It's a weird one. So commercial description now. Well, we'll first get into the brewery, see what they say. A small brewery in I'm butchering it up. Cajun. I'm butchering it up. County, doing battle against the boring, tasteless swill. I haven't heard that word swill for a while. Weird. Our brews won't make you better looking, obviously, but they taste great. Drink that. That's what it says for about, that's their kind of little intro to the brewery. So, welcome to the future. Our collective human consciousness, or ghost in the machine. This gained a tolerance for hops beyond what mankind has ever known before. This double India Pale Ale is the necessary outcome. So, and that's it for the commercial description, and it says it on the can as well at the back. So, and that line is the bullet going right the way around the can, which is pretty cool. So anyway, check them out. Parish Brewing, parishbeer.com is their website. I'm sure you could get other beers, obviously stateside, than I can get. The fact I've actually had 2 of their beers, this one and a collab beer tonight, is a real treat. But yeah, as for this beer, I'll definitely buy it again for sure. One thing I will mention, it's tasting absolutely fantastic, and I'm reviewing this on the early hours of the 15th of October of 2023. This was actually canned on, can you believe, the 20th or July 20th, if you're being American, 2023. So this was canned in July. And here I am in October, and it's tasting absolutely fantastic. So this whole drink fresh thing, if you keep it well, it drinks well. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you've had this one before down in the comments. A bit of a longer review then, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers and look after yourself. See you soon. Bye bye.